We are unknowable, fallen, corrupted, rightly feared. We are ascended.
Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, part 25 of our Kholek Suneater SFO Grimhammer campaign. In today's episode, we have a duel against our Nurglish Chaos Sorcerer Lord and Imric of Calidor. He is a bit upgraded this time with several dragons, him on his unique dragon, his mage on hers, some eagles, and then some very deadly dragon princes with just some absolutely incredible stats there. Just a bundle of stats we are going to have to chop on through. So we've got our normal marauders, which are really not going to last long against even the spearmen of the Aesir there. But we will make do with what we've got. So we've got all of our infantry kind of moving up this front side here. We're going to try to keep them between these two kind of barriers, just to force the dragon princes in on one spot and hopefully into the forest. We have all of our kind of big boys in on this side to try to lure in the anti-large Imric to a fight he doesn't want against all the dragon ogres. We can get a nice surround off. We'll have these chariots behind our other cavalry there, and we're good to go. That'll begin. Let's immediately go ahead and grab the infantry and push them forward, and this is actually a couple turns, or not a couple turns, but a single turn later. We retreated from the last battle, that way we get all of the nice bonuses that come with attacking. We'll retreat from a defense, or the extra stuff we get for attacking. So let's send all of our mobile guys out to the side, start making them concerned about that angle there. We'll bring some archers up into the forest here, where they're going to be kind of hard to see. Yeah, they're dragon princes. Well, they're just going to sit there and fire crossbows at us, which is what this seems to be the plan. And that works for me. Now this group and the dragon ogres start moving on up. We are taking shots from the crossbows, but we don't want to really move too far out of formation here. We're going to kind of send our little hidden archers up and cause some problems.
We desire it.
Get our javelins, kind of send them up on this side as well. See if we can stir up the anthill any. Keep the Bastigors over on this side. And they'll just kind of slowly scoot on forward with the larger units. Looks like some magic's going down on those Ungors, which is honestly entirely fine. Ungor love metal spells. Let no one tell you otherwise. They are rushing on back. Go ahead and push off to the side here, not directly in so those archers can get a beat on them.
Such great satisfaction.
They're still under fire by the ballista, but they're just not content to commit to any attacks just yet. You can fire on those archers behind there. Ignore the spearmen in the front ranks. Ballista's not really getting any good shots, so we're going to keep ignoring. Let's send the hounds all the way around. And the cavalry just following them. You're going to stand there and let javelins be thrown at you. I'm happy to do so. Pull on away. Hopefully that's another overcast version. Looks to be pretty nasty. And in they charge. Go get them.
Destroy them.
Our Cornate Cavalry is really going to struggle a bit, but we're going to work through it. We have a whole bunch of extra debuffs coming down on them as well. Pull you guys back. Drop down some fire spells on these Reaper Bolt Throwers. See how many we can take out. Right in there on that position there. Let's move these two units forward. Really wanted to have the fight in the gully here. Looks like they're going to try to be difficult about it. Get javelins in on the right units there. See if you can head these spearmen off. Charge in behind. Because we really don't want everyone in here to be bogged down in those Silverin Guard at all. Pull these guys on away. The hounds are going to take an absolutely ton of damage. Let's ride you over on your horse. We'll send the lads in. You know what? We gotta get the fight going. So move you to this position. See if we can't lure them into a fight. They're kind of forming up just a block on this side here. Let's move everyone over as one. Break down. Drop down some of these fleshy abundance. See how many guys can get healed. Drop it in. Pull these guys on away. Let's get the hounds retreating off the back. That way we can charge in these Cornate Knights and do some real damage. Have you come on through. Vestigor's got absolutely annihilated there. Let's just send the infantry in. Charge. Keep chopping them up. Get through it in on those archers in the back line there. We must get in and start fighting them. The Vestigors are getting absolutely obliterated, which is a mixture of fun and is sad to see. Debauchery. Let's pull you on through. Finish him off. Come on, Harold, let's get in here on these spearmen. Go ahead and drop down a Blight Boil once they do clump up around you. Which they should. Quite quickly. Drop that down. Send you through into the archers. Drop down the heal and its damage combo as well as the Spear Leech. Things on this side are not going well. Let's drop in the Demon Spew. Help out.
That's what the masters did.
And the Illyrian Reaver's having a bad time outside.
Very well.
Which is lovely to see. Struggling in here on this group though.
Teach them agony.
Just keep them disrupted.
Marauder horseman.
Drop in some spawn on well, we could drop it in on this unit and just kind of charge them over. You come on around, smash into these archers. Meanwhile, nah, the Miasma Pestilence isn't worth it. Stream of Corruption would be though. Let's rip it through these group infantry. Good bit of damage there. Keep all of this nonsense in the back line here disrupted and off on the back foot. Completely ignore Imric if we can. Keep the Dragon Princes bogged down. Looks like our aspiring champ are having a real bad time. Imric is locating and destroying. He's on a special mission. Everyone else is unfortunately raging out. Not going to be very well controlled.
Marauder horseman.
Gotta bring them on back. Everyone's unfortunately kind of in a blob fight at this point. Spawner on their own. You finish off the Reavers.
Dark Prince's minions.
Go ahead and stop these guys from firing those bows. No reason to use any of our abilities just yet. We'll save. Need to save while we can. Yeah, come crash on in. Keeps being confused about where she wants to drop in and do battle. Thought I gave these guys an attack order. I guess not. Bring them on over. Our infantry line is getting crumbled. We are keeping the Dragon Princes out of the important units. Our aspiring champions are still alive as well. And they'll be doing sizable chunky damage every time they do land a hit. Their mage is retreating yet again. Let's drop down the heal on everyone he's around. Their archers are pretty well defeated. Let's bring you back to fight the Dragon Mage. Then have the hounds get individual targets there.
For chaos.
They look to be mostly shattered in this back group. It's just Emmerich and his Dragon Knights. A whole heap of burning fire damage. Definitely gonna lose those spawn there. They're rampaging and fighting Emmerich. You try to chase her down, but they move incredibly fast on Dragonback. Emmerich just decides the fight is lost. Not a pretty battle, but we did manage to win. See if we can hunt down as many of these Acer as we can. I will catch you in a moment. And Emmerich flees, tail between his legs. Most of the infantry on both sides of the field are never going to be getting back up. We lost one of our Marauder horsemen. But I think that was a pretty solid win against Emmerich. See if we can't hunt him down here in the next one. Getting a banner of swiftness off of them as well. We'll go ahead and enslave. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. A lot of replenishment too, 10%. I'm going to take the gold because it's almost 4,000. We stole, they figured we did. Gained the Dragon Slayer. Here were dragons. Defeated Emmerich gains bonus versus large, +10, and then some fire resistance. A Zealot, nice. Oh, he's just out of range. Fair enough. We'll switch into the encampment stance, or can I just reach the Sentinels settlement here? How many Asser hide behind this wall? More than I feel like we should be dealing with right now. Our infantry line is just not up to snuff right now, but we do have some pretty large units that we can kind of hang in there and let the boys blast away. Oh wait, he is able to reach. Interesting. Oh, it was because we were in the summoning stance. That makes sense. Yeah, let's definitely hunt down Emmerich, make sure he can't retreat. And build up more soldiers. That would be the worst. Right, go ahead and grab the Corrupt Mage there then. Sort of weaken his spellcasters. Chase him down. Gives us a close victory, and we still have the Fires of Chaos because of our walls of the region. Perfect. Probably should have done a little bit of replenishing or recruiting, but we'll charge on in here and keep these Marauders out of the fight, see if we can keep them alive. Let's do it. Alright, let's get to the battle then. So we need to make sure we keep all of our unhealthy Marauders back. I'm going to keep just these three, and then also probably these Chaos Spawns. So the best spot I'm going to put them, probably just back here in these woods. Just they're out of harm's way. Put them in group 1 so we know who the triage team is. Looks like there's kind of a small gap over there we can kind of hide in. And also keep these trees as a bit of cover. However, we do need to kind of spread out and surround the enemy, even with our kind of few remaining forces here. So we're going to have the Mirror Guard and Aspiring Champions actually line up. Need them to be each engaged with a unit of Silverin Guard. We'll have these Marauders also picking up a line. Put them slightly forward so that any spells going down should target them. They may not, but they should. We'll have our Dragon Ogres. And on the back here, where do we want them to be charging? Those Dragon Princes probably need a double dosage of Dragon Ogre. We'll have the Hounds of Decay rolling with them. So just bog them down with extra poison and extra just damage over time spells. Or just that dot that gets applied. Chaos Spawn here. Cavalry behind. You guys like over here. Have you guys as a group with these Dragon Ogres, and these Dragon Ogres will be a group with the Hounds. And all the other monstrous infantry will be as one, and then the normal infantry. Missile Cav can go in with the normal Cav. You guys are more or less just bait as well. We'll bring them up and have them throw some javelins at those Reavers. They're a little bit more lightly armored than the others. Alright, I think this is a fairly decent setup. We'll bring Frunkel over and the Giant as well. Look at this battle going. Up our Bestigor and regular Ungor Raiders as well. Put them in with the infantry team. You guys need to be in guard mode and then kind of spread them out. I'll let them move up first, although they usually tend to take the brunt of the magic. And actually, that's probably fine by me. You come up on this side, and you just gotta move up on this side. You start firing at those archers. And then once they kind of move up and take some damage, we'll send the Hounds and Dragon Ogres. See if we can't lure them in over for a fight over on this side. Send our Lord with them. And these two. Basically everyone left. Just send them forward. Chariots around. Broader cavalry around as well. We'll move out of that. Might be a little bit slow. It was incredibly slow and they got roasted. Start firing at that group of archers, please. You're gonna take some hits in return. Such is the way. All the way through. Already had blasting their way as well. I should not have been indecisive about it. We're gonna take some more damage from that one as well. Bring them all out of the forest here and in on these dragon princes. All is one. We'll drop down the Curse of the Leopard, give ourselves a little bit more armor. That should spread. Actually spread some armor damage for them as well. Okay, they're scaring off the Illyrian Reavers. Let's just charge through and start ripping into those bolt throwers. You as well. Come on through. The Reavers shouldn't stick in for very long. As everyone rushes on over, we'll go ahead and drop down some extra Demon Spew here. And then fighting those dragon princes. These guys moving over. Imric is a absolute nightmare. You can summon some spawn in on their back line as well. And then drop down a Fleshy Abundance. Some heals in. Went slightly off kilter there, but I think it'll be alright. As soon as it casts, we'll hit in the Rapier of Ecstasy as well. Or not. Just some demonic strength then. Get in fight. Anyone who's not a Hound of Decay, pull them out. This really bad job with our micro here. Gonna get a lot of extra soldiers killed. Through. Really don't need our Horn Boys to be wasting all that damage potential on them. Dragon Princes, I guess, decided to stand there and take the charge. Interesting decision. Bronco needs to drop down some heals on everyone here. Spirit Leech on their Lord. I feel like I should have hit the Mage. Drop the Scream of Corruption through there as well. Throw down a Curse of the Leper. I guess before it kicks off, before we lose the opportunity. Now kick off a Curse of the Leper. Gonna be Spellcaster's already gone. Everyone just needs to work together on Emmerich. Except for you guys, you need to pull away for a moment. The rest of his army is defeated. Let's move on all over as one and beat down on the Dragon Prince. Except for you. You stay this way.
Ready for agony.
King of the Dragon Princes, the Prince of the Dragon Princes. Except for you, Mr. Hagbile. You pull on away and heal for a moment. And then turn and hit him again. Everyone gets the extra damage. Drop the armor. I wonder if this does it to friendlies too. Looks like it sure does. Everyone's got corroded armor. Oh, maybe not. That's alright. Emmeric's bogged in. Can't really do much. He'll probably hang in for a while, but after a moment he'll realize there's not to be done. Go ahead and decrease our cooldowns. Drop down another Curse of the Leopard just for that damage over time on Emmerich. Both the big boys here chasing him down. We'll have the Aspiring Champions pull back. All of the Dragon Ogres. And none of the infantry. Pull you guys on away, because that's a lot of damage for free. Have one of the hounds come on over and lend that poison. You guys keep hucking those javelins. Drop his melee attack. That absolutely hurt. Hit in the rapier as soon as it's able. Yeah. Get karate chopped. Emmerich's an absolute monster, though. Takes absolutely everything to bring him down. He is simply just rampaging out. He ain't scared. You need to come on back. Our infantry team decided they would like to just charge on in and get these marauders back. My infantry team is no longer responding. The aggression is at maximum. Emmerich falls, and this time for good. Some more damage was dealt to us, but Imric has fallen, and we actually managed to slay his mage as well, so hopefully she wasn't quite turned into an immortal mage, but if she is, we'll have to be dealing with them both in due time. I think we'll go ahead and enslave these captives this time. And we've gained the Dragon Slayer once more. Wait, hang on now. Did we already have that? I thought defeating him last time gave us the Dragon Slayer. I'm happy to double down on it, but I doubt that's allowed. What happened there? Oh, we've just got it the one time. Interesting. Maybe just a little bit of funkiness in the code. We'll stay where we're at. We'll go ahead and actually do some channeling. Oh, never mind. We really don't need to. Instead of channeling, I think we're going to want to replace our... well, we can't replace our Marauder Horseman. How sad. Well, in that case, we will leave the spot blank for now. I'm going to allow these guys to replenish up, because that's actually... they're doing a good job on their own. And we'll have him stay where he's at so we can go hit the Daemon Stump as soon as we're back. Reclaim it for ourselves. A couple of y'all were saying, why don't I go ahead and hand off some of these settlements to my allies? Part of the reason is because no one wants them. If we come in here to Nan-Li, which is got a building and a twisted relic, and I come over here to either one of these, would be in jumping. So if we go to trade settlement and we go for a Nan-Li there, every single one of the order factions gets a -1. It's because it's a main... I think it is because of the corruption that's in the area. And I'm not going to drop corruption. What we need to do is get some of our Norskin allies down a little bit south, or some people who don't really care about corruption. That way they're actually willing to take the settlements off my hands, and I don't have to pay them for it. Because I'm not going to empower them and have to pay them to do it. I would prefer just to keep the land for myself and hand it off to one of the Norskin factions, or one of the corrupted evil factions that doesn't mind some corruption in their lands. Archaon is all recruited up. I'm going to be replacing these Chaos Warhounds with the Regiment of Round units, the Swords of Chaos, as well as the Soul of Damnation. That is all of the newness. Oh, we did actually lose a couple of our stolen armies that we borrowed. Lokir is a menace, and he bullied the Dragon-Blooded Shogun that was kind of camping out over here and hiding. And we did manage to slay one of the many Black Ark captains that was rolling around, and now we're coming over to attack Jianxi with Black Bog here. Let's get this one going. I don't actually plan on doing the battle or the fighting myself. Whole bunch of bombardment spells to deal with due to the Black Ark down there, and that's kind of why we were chasing them down, just to eliminate that area of effect. Go ahead, hit the auto-resolve on this one. Claim victory. And we will sack the settlement. Keep on moving. Because Lokir is just down the river. If I can hunt down... Oh, never mind. Not much more movement to be had. We have a good deal of gold, however. Lokir is in this area, so spending it over here would be a really bad call. I think who we will spend it on is either Shanyang, so we'll upgrade the loot heap over here to tier 3, as well as get some towers in, or we'll come on over to Wei Jin and see what upgrades can be had. Okay, the corpse bound only. I would like to make some more gold. Oh, there we go. We can max out the treasure house here in Red Fortress. We get 55% more favor here. Let's go for it. Takes us down to almost 0, but we got a maxed out loot heap. Alright, as far as who else needs to move, let's go on in and take a look. So Tutang is...
Dragon-blooded.
I would really like to attack the Savage Orcs here. I just really think we would lose. Got a lot of physical resistance there, and I just don't have what it takes, I don't think, to bring that down. We have a lot of crossbows, so we can at least see how much damage we can do. We don't have anything speedy to slow down those boar boys, though. Probably a good idea to leave them be. Go ahead and just give this army back to them, because it's too far out of the war zone really to do much. We only have them for 2 more turns. Yep, we'll go ahead and hand this army back. There you are. Enjoy. Now they're going to start taking attrition from being in our territory. So sad. Yin Yuchi We'll bring you over to Ji or Liju. We need to steal, or is it just raid? We'll raid first then. Come all the way over here.
Sent by our
You are being chased by Vialash. Oh no, the Saurus too. Alright, Ying, this may be the end for you. Being a bit aggressive. I'm happy to have you continue to steal and do some spying. Come on down here.
Sarge!
Make that money. And who hasn't moved? It's like Village is the only one, and Kholek can get moving again, so we'll grab Village then.
With your incessant tapping!
You almost have enough. Oh, we just need to get some more experience gain. We need him some skills up in his training. We've already got Fill the Chalice and the Vengeful Scorcher. Probably time to get some more training. That way we can actually upgrade some of Village's lads.
I will own Kislev!
We'll see. We will see. Doing alright so far. Let's come on up to the Frozen Landing and claim this. I have no doubt many of our allies would love it. See if we can do some raiding while we're here. Yep, we'll do some raiding all the way over.
Do not stop, fool!
Steal a good deal of gold. And also get some experience gain.
Beyond your comprehension!
Not so worried about a random rebel army rolling around. We've got a lot of souls to use too. Whole bunch of good stuff. We'll have some more gold next turn to spin. We'll see if we can grab some more heroes. We definitely need some more sorcerers and one more exalted hero. Get those guys passed out so we can get some more boons of chaos handed out. Alright, let's swing on into Kholek, who I guess does need to also do some moving. Move him down south to attack the random Scraggler army, which is to auto-resolve, nothing fun. Go ahead and hit Grimtop here next, and go ahead and just claim it.
You dare?
I do. Next, we'll go after... I'm not sure. Maybe we want to go straight after the faction capital for the Caravan of the Blue Roses. Kind of annihilate their main fortress of power there. We shall soon see.
You summon me, little mortal! I will feast
Time
on
for
your
Lokir's annual bargaining at 4 piece. That's a lot of gold. And I'm not actually doing anything else to your towns right now, except for raiding. So yeah, we'll take the gold for the piece. Indeed, the Saurus have come on over. That is a lot of Saurus. And it is simply nothing but Saurus spears and clubs. It'll be a bit of an interesting fight. I don't think it'll be a decisive defeat, but all they have to do is swarm on over. They've got, what, 91 weapon strength? That's incredible. Alright, well, I think it'd be best for us to swing on in here and do as much damage as we can. They actually have just a small amount of spell resistance, not a lot of armor, so we'll try our best, try some wind and fire. Let's get them. This is probably the best map possible in Cathay for this, so we'll start deployment and then we'll kind of change our formation depending on what they do. So since we've got these kind of rivers to work with, let's go ahead and throw in Jade Warrior, Marauder, and then Halberd, all as one. Right in this position. Jade Warrior, Marauder, Halberd on the other side as well. Those will be our main walls. We'll throw another Halberd in here just to see if they try to flank around. They may try it, but I kind of hopefully doubt it. We'll throw some archers in here. Kind of directly behind, we'll group them up just a little bit more. I don't want to put them up this side just because I don't want the enemy to rotate around. As soon as they maybe charge on in, I'm happy to move some of the guys up and around so we can kind of fire on around into their enemy's flanks. So we'll group them. We'll give them 3 of the crossbow Jade Warriors as well. Put them off over here. Do a bit of rotating. Coat those Saurus and Arrow Chef. Perfect, perfect. Move them up.
Jade crossbows.
And we should be able to bounce some nasty walls of wind and fire as well. They will rip through our line pretty quickly, so we'll have not all the time to deal with.
Lancers.
Got the Lancers pulled back.
Cavalry.
And we'll have our other arrows set up.
Jade crossbows.
Last two crossbows as well. Kind of pull them off to the sides so they can kind of fire over.
Peasant archers.
We'll have the Marauders taking the charge,
Orders.
even though they absolutely do not want to. And with the first infantry group here, got some funky ones. There we go.
Jade warriors.
There we go, the Jade Lances and our Lord. Perfect. All right, Cathayans, do our best. Kind of, oh, that is so many Saurus.
Divided and selfish, but we fight
They
as
swarm
one
over the hillside.
one soul.
All of the Saurus. Okay, they're sending a contingent of 3 warriors off to the side there, which actually is probably pretty perfect for us. That's none of those are going to have any of the anti-large. So let's go ahead and send the Jade Lances around to kind of intercept that.
Cavalry.
They're moving on in. We give any of our allies more
Dragons.
range. Nah, just stalk. Which is fine, but in and of itself is not really what we want. Lots of spears going that way. It looks like they're going to send the entire bulk of their force after our weaker point. Which is a bold strategy. Yeah, it pays off for them. We've already got a nice blanket of arrows. Let's send her forward.
Seeking opportunity.
Jade
Saurus are definitely kind of hanging out on the side there. We'll try to smash in on repeat, but this is going to get real dicey real quick. Go ahead and drop in the wall of wind and fire. Right here. Gotta make sure it bounces towards us, but only so slightly.
Order and harmony.
Alright, Marauders, charge in.
fight as a one.
Do what you can. Here they come. There's so many of them.
Jade Lancer.
Alright, Lances, you know your jobs. You know your task.
Fire in the blood.
Go ahead and drop down a Cloak of Jet on one of these crossbows back here. Guess we're going to slow down so the enemy as well. Get these guys in the back. Just keep blanketing them in arrows. In march the Saurus. When they do arrive, we are going to have a bad day. Charge on in. You as well, close that gap. Halberdiers moving in as well now. Hold on back. Let's see if we have...
Jade warriors.
Jade Lancer.
Just kind of have these Lancers go around them.
As one.
So that we've skated on through.
Bringing harmony.
These guys as well. Come on through.
Seeking cafes foes.
Our Lord.
On gilded foot.
We've chased them off on one side. We definitely don't want to get overextended though, because we will pretty easily get smacked. These Saurus are nasty. Let's keep you back here to keep these guys that are
Never
fleeing
conquered.
from doing any damage to our main line.
Marauders.
75 seconds before the wind of fire.
Shall.
Line on this side's gonna get smushed.
My God's call.
Stone and steel.
Yeah, the two of you should be
Attack
more than a match.
Shenyang sends us.
Ready to rule.
Better keep
My
running.
chosen place.
These guys stalk.
Crossbowmen. Attack.
Fire on anything in the back line.
Defend the round.
Now don't move
Peasant
forward, that would be
archers.
foolish.
Offspring
Make me very
of
sad.
dragons.
Halberdiers, you
Suneater's
hold in.
faithful.
Jade Warrior
Repositioning.
through.
Jade
They're
Lancer.
unfortunately going through the woods.
For the Emperor.
Really not what we want.
Warrior crossbow.
Spear those Saurus warriors there.
Sugar sorcerer.
We got to
This
come
is
on
the
through.
way.
Things are looking real rough. I wish we had the wall of wind and fire, but it may be just too late. Let's push one of these groups of archers forward so they get hit next.
Descendant of
You need to
dragon.
really not get hit. Slow down the Lord there.
Mines as
Charge you
one.
guys in, get around.
March in ordered ranks.
Smash into any of these groups that are just kind of fleeing on out and don't really know what they want to do just yet.
Warrior crossbow.
You turn
Peasant archers.
and deal.
With infinite pride.
Blanket them
The
in crossbow
celestial
bolts.
faithful. Shenyan's faithful.
You guys just go ahead and charge into these Source Warrior there.
Order.
Alright, perfect. Wall of Winded Fire, go! We need you now more than ever. Blast through these Saurus.
We must not turn upon each other.
Oh, we can't leave. That's going to be an incredible cast. That's right. Toss a whole heap of Saurus on the board, Barbie. Fortunately, Wall of Winded Fire is not an amazing spell, but it's doing its thing.
A new
Pull you guys on away. We've dealt a good deal of damage.
Jade
Go ahead and make sure
Lancers.
most of these Saurus Warriors here are shattered. Come on through. Our others are completely broken.
Peasant archers.
Or to start firing their archers.
Fight as one.
We'll send these peasant archers
March
forward.
in ordered ranks.
Act as bait.
Jade.
Oh, never mind. Our crossbows are out of bullets. You guys stay there and start firing then.
For the emperor.
No ammo means you are now bait.
Fire in the
If
blood.
you guys hear stock,
Horn of dragons.
they can try to shoot for a while
This
without
way.
being noticed. Emphasis on
To
try.
battle.
Charge you into battle as well.
Retreat. Withdraw.
We're gonna see lots of retreating. Let's come on up the hill just a bit before we charge back in.
Minds as one.
Go around these Saurus here.
Infinite pride.
For chaos!
Pull our lord on away.
Repositioning.
Slow their lord down.
Jade crossbow.
Anything for Cathay!
Charge in.
Stone and steel.
Jade Lances is doing what they can.
Is lost.
Warrior crossbows!
Fight's not going well, that's for sure.
Cavalry.
These cavalry charging on
Bringing
over.
harmony.
A couple of our marauders are back now. Lovely Chaos Marauders. Accidentally pulled that group up. Let's get back into the fight. Absolutely wrong.
Make order!
These lances pulled back.
Seeking Cathay's foes!
No reason to go down without a fight here.
Defenders of Cathay.
Keep blanketing this back line in arrows.
Jade Lancers!
Those lances are going to crash in and probably not do a whole lot.
Move
These
in
guys up the hill.
formation.
Whole bunch of Rampage for our foes.
Master of the winds.
Yeah, just come on over and smash into some of these Saurus Warriors here. We're about out of ammo.
Jade Lancers!
Final charges are upon us. Go ahead and hit you guys as they come on in. They're not ready at all. Write them down. The most Saurus Warriors ever.
Retreat.
And the peasants pull out. That's a defeat. A valiant defeat, at least it gives us, although it doesn't really look like it. We only kind of halved their numbers a bit. Fair enough. We'll take the loss.
Must
Then a Chaos Rebel Uprising is approached, and they are attacking Novchazi. Oh, we have more soldiers than they do, but we don't have a lord. I honestly think we might be able to win that one on the map. But I'm not going to fight it. Chaos Rebel Uprising, have your day. The eye has opened. Our actions have drawn the attention of the gods, and we can gain some goodies. Some gift activation choice, an extra Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, or the Cataclysm of Metal. Guinness Golden Globe. I kind of want to use a Cataclysm spell for only 5 turns, but it is a Cataclysm spell, so any longer it'd be uber nasty. Definitely claim that. Rebellions are kicking off all over the place. We need more control. Novchazi was lost. Zarnagrund has been besieged. Says who? Ator Manbane. Whole bunch of rebellions. But is he Chaos Bane? Answer to that question is a hearty no. unfortunately for him, our chosen are monsters. We'll go ahead and sacrifice them. Thank you for bringing yourselves. Express delivery. We definitely need to fix our control, though. Control is nasty. Gates of Zar is controlled by the enemy. That doesn't help. Not one bit. Let's grab. Get some spoils of war over here. Here, old hack pile. Give you some more troops. Do we get any javelins? The answer is no. Alright then, be like that. No javelins for me. We'll just come on over and claim the Daemon stuff, or we attack the Sentinels. Have a little bit of a bigger fight. Corrupt one of these archers here. What level are you, miss? Level 6. If we defeat her, she won't come back. I think we might be in on that one then. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some more Dragon Ogres. And then we fight. Oh yeah, no, auto resolve gives us a Pyrrhic. We lose Marauders in the Demon Spew. You rascals. One more battle for the Chaos Gods. Alright then. Very glad we don't have to worry about Imric or a whole heap of Ballistae, just a Archmage and I think another hero as well. They've got a weird spread here. They're trying to hide their archers in behind, or I guess in front of their spearmen so they can get as much fire as they can before the battle begins. And fair enough. What we will then do is attack one side as aggressively as we can, so I'm thinking we, with our infantry, smash in over here. Since they are a bit weakened, I'll have the Demon Spew kind of following in behind this group. Alright, champs, and then the Mirror Guard on this side.
Nurgle's pestilent glory.
Then we'll have our Lord rolling with all of the Dragon Ogres. Well, I guess maybe not all of them. 2 of the Dragon Ogres, and then the 2 single entity monsters. Cavalry. We're going to rush them through on this side kind of as aggressively as we can. Smash through maybe on those spearmen. And the Warhounds over here in these forests. Marauder Cavalry up front. And then the other Dragon Ogres. And the Chaos Spawn. And the Spawn working together. Alright, battle begin. Have these guys as one. You have all of these other Gore and Ungore to roll with. Set them up over here. And we'll group them in with group 1. Take these guys though and put them on guard mode. Alright. Man is having a full-blown speech and no one is listening to him. Alright then, lads. Operation Crump the Flanks is a go. And then forward, we'll have the Hounds emerge from their forest. We'll need to go into another one. But slowly we move forward. Send them to this side as well. You have no units that are quite ready to be hit with any of our goodies. Try to surround one of them with, or get one of them surrounded in with our Lord, and then blast down some Blight Boil. You guys just go find some Silver Guard and chop them up. You guys go find some archers. Or firing on them. Got a propeller plane flying overhead. You'll hear it in just a second. Blasts overhead. Alright, we've got the Marauder Cap. Pull them back just a little bit. We need to get everyone a little bit closer. They're going to move towards us, but they are in the swamp there. Well, just outside of their range.
Happy to move.
You will go hunt down the Archmage. You will hunt down the Noble. You guys. Ooh, they snuck some guys in on the woods. How clever. You rotate through. Spearmen hiding in the woods. We'll just have the doggos go through. the woods then. And then have you guys all hit in on the side. They left a little bit of a gap. We will take advantage.
Chaos.
Alright, push these guys up.
Chaos reigns.
Where's my infantry team?
As the master
Block them in charge. You guys just keep firing on some of these groups of archers.
And go.
Keep some steady fire going. Go around. Hounds. Don't get caught by the spearmen. Make me sad. Our lords in. We get force most of these high elven archers to actually sit here and fight with us. Light boil over here. Blast apart most of these Silver and Guard. Go right in on the archers. Coming on through as well. We can drop down some friendly Forsaken somewhere. Come on now. Oh, here we go. Drop down the gas. Drop down the Toxic Deluge. And the Spear Leech there. We had a whole heap of soldiers that are... We've been doing so great with our order giving this episode. We've left most of our troops behind. We didn't even really need them, though, let's be honest. Normal Asur without their Lord. Imrik are not nearly as deadly. Pull you on away from this group of spearmen, though. That's not really the fight you want. Do some heals, or we could just drop down some rancid visitations. Cause their lord all sorts of problems. You guys around? And a whole heap of spearmen over here. We can just blast the Stream of Corruption through. Come on over with yourself. Giant here is struggling a little bit. Picking up random spearmen and smashing them around. Have the Mirror Guard come help out. You guys slam on in there. There's no reason not to. Keep moving.
The world will scream.
I will kick in your abilities then while you're here. Curse of the Leopard, get that thing flowing through the ranks. Drop down some spawn in there. That should pretty well ruin things. And we got skulls to claim. Another mage crump. And Ashir proved to be a pitiful defender, and her people have paid the price for it. 27 of our own fell, in a good deal of experience in gold. Looks good to me. We'll sack the settlement then. And he is now going to be riding around on a Nurglish War Shrine of Chaos. What does that one give me? So many, Touch of the Plague. So just... an explosion? Or is this an activated ability? Enabled if leadership is higher than broken and he's in melee. Interesting. The Giver of Abundant Glory will be healing everyone around us. That's going to be awesome. Okay, well... I can't wait to get in with this army. We'll have to do some upgrading to his ancillaries as well. He's got some interesting ones there, but for now, I am out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard to the War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the sub phone, and I will see you on the next one.
A stronghold.